My name is Vincent Magallanes Jr. I am an engineer here at Mercal. Today we're going to be going over the S35 and some of the features that it has. Now this is a direct successor to the PV101, so if you're a PV101 user and you're looking to switch over, this is a direct plug-and-play system. The S35 is very versatile and can provide an operator equipment status, fault conditions, and the ability to monitor configurable parameters. It features support for CAN J1939 and CAN Open, in addition to RS485 serial communication to easily integrate in a wide variety of applications. Okay, here we are on the engine speed page. Now the engine speed page has 4 selectable tabs. This column tells us how to navigate our tabs. So on set speed, we have the ability to increase our RPM with this button and decrease our RPM with this button. And if we want to scroll right, we're going to use this button. If we want to scroll left, we're going to use this button. Now you can see when we change a tab, we have 2 different columns. There's our menu tab and our enter tab. So if I want to change my set speed to 1200, we're going to scroll right one more, hit enter. And that's going to change your set speed. If you want to go back to 700, scroll left, hit enter, and change it back. So here we have our monitoring page. And this is where we monitor the data. These tabs are not selectable, but they are changeable. And later on in the video, I'll show you how to change these tabs to different parameters. So we'll change the engine low percentage and we'll put the engine oil pressure on one of those tabs. Here we have our regen screen. We have 3 selectable tabs and 4 changeable tabs here. You have your auto tab, your force tab, and your inhibit. Then you have your blank tab here that you can change to any parameter if you would like. Let's go ahead and switch pages. You have your IO status, so if you had any IO connected, you'd see it here on this screen and you can monitor it, which is pretty cool. Back to our engine speed. Okay, now let's dive into the menu. So now we're going to navigate the main menu. Let's follow our column here, press this button. We're going to use the plus and minus. 3482 is going to be our password. Okay, so now here's our main menu. You can see we have 7 options to choose from. So let's scroll down. We have display, custom interface, engine, throttle, IO, your system, and your communication setup. Go back up to display, let's hit enter. Here we have the ability to change our brightness, the auto dim, dark mode. I'm gonna give you an example of what that looks like. Cool, right? I like dark mode. Your language, your units, and your screen reminders. Let's go back. Okay, here we have the custom interface. This is where we can show and hide the pages and where we can change the parameters in some of the tabs. Let's go ahead and click enter. We have show and hide features, display 1 card, display 2 cards, regen screen cards, tachometer RPM range. Now display 1 cards, what does that mean? Display 1 card is going to be your monitoring page, the first monitoring page, and then display 2 is going to be the second monitoring page. That shows all the soup percentage, the engine oil temperature, all that. So if we go to show and hide features, for example, let's go ahead and hide one of the monitoring tabs. So we'll hide the first one. Go ahead and hit off. Go ahead and hit back again, hit back again, hit back one more time. It's going to ask us to save. Go ahead and hit enter. So now if we go back to the engine speed page, there should only be 1 monitoring page after this. There shouldn't be 2 of them like before. Scroll, there's 1, and then straight to the regen page. So we hid the first monitoring page, is what we did. Let's go ahead and go back to the menu and turn it back on. 3482. Custom interface, show and hide features, display 1 card screen. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. Hit enter. Display 2 card screens. We don't need to turn it on or off. I just went over the first one. your regeneration screen. So that's the regen screen that we just seen. You have the ability to turn that on or off. Your IO status screen that we have on, you could turn that on or off. The Sender Cam Plus screen we don't have on because we're not using a Sender Cam Plus. But if you are, you can have the option to turn that on. Your DN2 screen, don't have it on right now, but you have the ability to turn that on. And then your engine speed screen, you could also turn that on or off. Start buttons, you have the ability to turn those on and off if you're using a throttle, secondary throttle. Here's your tachometer, you can turn that on or off. And your time and date, you also have that on or off. Okay, so here we are back on the data page. I just want to quickly go into depth on how to change these parameters and how to recognize it in the main menu. So in the main menu, it's going to be asking you for column 1 or row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2. And what does that mean? So row 1 is going to be the first row here. Row 2 is going to be the second row here. Column 1, column 2, column 1, column 2. Okay, so when it's asking for row 2, column 1, it's going to be column 4, the bottom left. Column 2, row 1, top right. Okay, so let's change this engine load percentage to a battery voltage percentage. Go hit enter. 3, 4, 8, 2. Okay, custom interface. Display 1 cards. That's going to be the first data page screen. And I said engine load percentage, which was row 2 on column 1. And right now it's set to default J1939 SPN. We have 25 options to choose from now. You have your input 1, input 2, frequency input if you're using RPMs or anything for RPMs, engine hours, machine hours. There's our battery voltage right there. But we keep going. You can change it to current time and some more inputs that you're able to select. Other frequency inputs, define parameters, all custom parameters that you have. So a lot of flexibility here. Let's go back to that battery voltage. Okay, let's go ahead and click back. Click back again. Click back one more time. It's gonna ask us to save the setting. Now we're gonna see our battery voltage right there. That's how you change the parameters on these 2 pages here, or basically on any page that has these columns. You just want to recognize that. Here we have our engine settings. In this tab, we have our engine type and our engine manufacturer, our ECU enabled delay, engine hours, machine hours, overspeed level, DM fault versions, and clear historical faults. Let's go over the engine type first. We have our can and mechanical, very straightforward. You have our manufacturers here, so this is where you would change the type of engine that you have. So you have Caterpillar, Cummins, Deutz, Ford, FPT, GM, Hatz, Hyundai, Isuzu, JCB, John Deere, Kubota Gas, Perkins, PSI, Volvo, Yanmar. So you have 19 options to choose from. Your ECU enable delay, you have that option. Your engine hours, machine hours, as I said. All right, so if you were to set this up, if you're just buying this is one of the main tabs that you're going to be going into and changing if you're running J1939 CAN or mechanical. And your manufacturer type. Okay, let's go into the IO settings. This is where all the versatility happens right here. You have your input 1, input 2, digital output 1, digital output 2, and your frequency input, and your sender CAN plus. So input 1, so we would change your sender type. If you're using a temperature sender, or any type of senders, pressure sender, fuel level sender, custom curve resistive, 4 to 20 milliamp senders, 0 to 5 volt senders, digital resistors. This is where all the versatility happens. You have a lot of different options to choose from on these inputs. Choose these as to be high warnings, low warnings, high shutdowns, low shutdowns. Back, same thing for input 2, basically the same exact thing. You have all those options to choose from. Your warnings. Digital output 1. So where you have your ECU enable, your overspeed, your engine specific alarms, any alarm active, whether that's crank, engine running, DM1 red stop lamp, DM1 amber warning lamp, engine speed increase, decrease, or disabled. Same exact options for digital output 2. And then your frequency input, your engine speed, vehicle speed. You have your warnings, your high shutdown, low shutdowns. And then your sender cam plus. So if you had a sender cam plus, you would set it up here, your source address, frequency input, and then all your other inputs here for your senders. Very, very versatile controller. Here is your system settings tab. Really basic information here, nothing to really change. You have your system information, time and date, configure passcodes, and restore all defaults. Okay, here we have the communication setup tab. It's the last one, but it's the most important. It has our engine source address, our controller source address, CAN baud rates, and along with some other communication settings. This is the controller source address. It's set to default, but you are able to increase. Same with engine source address. CAN baud rate. You have the options of 125 kilobits, 250 kilobits, 500 kilobits, 1 megabyte. CAN termination resistor. Very important. If you have a terminating resistor and this setting is off, nothing will work. So make sure that the setting is on if you have a terminating resistor. Your Modbus setup. So if you're using this as a master or slave, you come into the settings here and change it. And that basically concludes the tutorial of this video. I hope I was able to help you guys out and give you guys more confidence in scrolling through the menu of the S35. My name is Vincent Magallanes Jr. and have a good one.